Hello, hello. It's Laz, Music Therapy Laz, here with Roxy on a not so impromptu, somewhat planned live stream with my buddy Nick, who's going to join us in a minute. But I just wanted to preface this live stream and hoping that we have some people pop in. I got to also open this up in my phone so I can see what you guys are saying or seeing. Because if I don't, there we go. Then I'll be doubling up streams on the computer using up very important space there. So let me go ahead and type in Laz and Roxy are here, just so you guys can tag. And Roxy are in the house. She's already on the computer. She's probably gonna. All right, she already stepped on a button or two. I gotta get her off there. Hope you guys can hear me all right. It looks like my mic is active. Looks like it. Um, Yeah, we got some people already in the chat. Looks like there's one person already joining, and I can see you, Nick. Maybe push your screen down a little so it's not just the top of your head. There you go. You can back out just a hair or two if you want to like back away so they can see a little more. There you go. All right, cool. And then we'll add you in a second. So I'm gonna just quickly tell you guys a quick story. You guys can see that Telecaster that's up there. Wait, how do I do this? There. I got that Telecaster because of Nick, and he got a guitar because of he's a cool dude too. So I'm not gonna say your last name, Nick, because I don't know if you want me to tell people what your last name is. You can call yourself whatever you want. Nick. Nick is who you will be. But hey, Great Vanzini, thanks for joining. Hope more people join. Johnny Bean, right on, dude. Johnny Bean is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this stuff. Because Johnny Bean said, dude, do it. So I'm like, right on. So Nick here was not, I couldn't call him a student of mine because I'm not really a music teacher. I'll probably, maybe more properly say that I influenced him in some ways to take up music at a really important time of life. You know, you're in that teenage, preteen era, age, or whatever you want to call it. You're trying to figure out, you want to be a sporty dude, or jock. You want to be a bookworm or not? Are you going to be a book learning kind of teacher type PhD dude or not? Which could still happen, or you want to be something else, And Nick wasn't quite finding his place, and what happened is his mom approached me. Oh, look at Roxy. She's drinking my coffee. You guys have to see this. She's a coffeeaholic. Coffeeaholic. All right, that's enough for you, Roxy. 3 sips. That's your max. I get 2 sips. You get 3 sips. No more for you. So his mom, Heather, who was the one who introduced Ladani and I. So that's how we got together, and that took some time. It took over a year before I finally got to start dating her. Um, so what happened is I get the call from Heather, and she's like, "Hey, can you help Nick out and maybe teach him guitar or something?" And I'm like, "Oh, that'd be awesome," because I remember back in the day earlier, because I'm kind of like Uncle Laszlo to these guys. Trying to have some of this dessert. Cardinal sin on YouTube, right? Eating. I like to break the rules. That's an important part to being a rock and roller, by the way. So, hey, Rick Heath Hefner. I always want to say Heath because I see Heath Hefner. Rick Hefner, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining Janice. Wow. Yeah, stuck in the car. BS at the house. Driving, you can't chat. Okay, can't chat. Drive safe. Do like I do. Voice to text to chat. Anyway. So, long story short, Nick, I start teaching him some lessons on guitar, basic stuff. And one night, I decided to take him to Guitar Center when I found out there was a grand opening, because I'm on their list. So they sent me an email that they're having a grand opening in our kind of hometown area of Dublin. It's one of the cities in the same Tri-Valley area here in the East Bay of San Francisco Bay. Roxy, you're eating my dessert. She's such a devil. Anyway, so what happens is I take him. We get in line to get in, which you have to get in line to get in, and they're giving out raffle tickets, right? The very end of the raffle draw, neither one of us won anything. And we're going to walk back in because we're like, we got to pick up your guitar that I came to buy you. I was buying him a guitar, and I figured his mom will pay me back whenever she can. Not an expensive guitar, Squire. And what happens is right when we're hands on the handle of the door, they say, "Oh, we're just kidding. We have one last final draw. You know, this Telecaster, Fender Telecaster," and I'll pull it off the wall while we're talking. But it's the one in the picture that was posted for the beginning of this video. Who else is in here? So far, that's it. All right, and so we go back, and we're at the back of the crowd. And I swear to God to you guys, or whoever you want to believe in, it can be a cactus if you want. But I swear to the cactus that that I knew it seconds before, at least a second or so before they called my number. A voice in my head said, "You're winning this guitar. That's your guitar," and I won it. So Nick got a guitar. I told him he doesn't have to pay me back. So I got a guitar. He gets a guitar. We both walked out that night with those two guitars in that picture that you saw. So that was us about, God, it was like 3 or 4 years ago? At least 3 years ago for sure. I think it was 2017. So I'm going to welcome Nick, if you're ready, Nick. I'm going to welcome Nick the man, the legend, not yet, but he might soon be. Nick, to the chat. Here he is. What's happening, Nick?
Nothing.
Nothing, I know, right? So you know why nothing's happening, because this poor guy, senior year of high school, has been snafu'd, or whatever term you want to use, screwed, tattooed, whatever, by coronavirus, right? So we're not going to use that word, by the way, ever again throughout this entire discussion. For two reasons. Number one, as Johnny Bean will, hey, what's happening, SD? Thanks for joining. What Johnny Bean knows and other YouTubers know, don't eat my...
Actually, Baja Blast.
Cool, man. Right on. And I hope you can hear both of us. Can someone give us a sound check? Like, do you hear us both very well?
Yeah.
You can hear me good? I can, okay. All right. So, yeah. So his whole senior year has been, whatted by this thing. And if we talk about it, we actually might get less views or less people.
Probably.
Like, yeah, no, they're actually doing that. They're throttling, in a sense, viewership to anyone who talks about anything this event, because if they do, they're worried about misinformation being broadcast out there. So while I take a bite here, why don't you tell us a little bit about, so far, your experience being stuck at home. What have you been doing with yourself, Nick?
Well, mainly sleeping till like 1. And then I'm still working, and then I have homework too.
So you're getting plenty of sleep. That's an important thing
Yeah.
for a young person. As a matter of fact, there might be studies that they can do, psychological studies that they can do to prove
Because I don't sleep
that
like that.
right? There
Yeah.
will be studies that could prove that if you had that more than 10 to 12 hours of sleep every night, scientifically, I've already studied this in psychology courses I've taken, that teenagers and old people and babies need like 10 to 12 hours of sleep because they're using up so much energy, brain energy, physical energy, all that. Roxy, why do you have to go up on my phone? Just don't poop on it. Anyway, so it's probably going to be an interesting thing if they can study this, not to mention some other things I've mentioned online, is that I can bet you this 3-4 months of being closed off to the world, human beings kind of sheltered in place, shouldn't have used that word, is gonna be a revolution to the ecosystem of the world. They're already seeing that, right? Dolphins swimming in the Venice canals and things like that, right? So it's going to help the environment, and anyone can argue against how human beings don't affect the environment dramatically or drastically is going to be proven totally wrong by the fact that we're seeing it right now just after a month of this, right? So that's one thing I'm going to say. Second thing I'm going to say that I think is being affected is not just how we can still work together and actually succeed at a lot of endeavors, even at the greatest challenges like the threat of this thing. We can still manage to get things done and find new ways and different ways of not just communicating and sharing, but doing business. And I hope there'll be a cottage industry boom. In other words, right now there's not a lot of money being doled out to help small businesses by the administration and by Congress. I know that the one particular side politically is trying to push for small businesses to get help too, because I think small and medium-sized businesses are the heart of American I don't know, you can call it industry or you can call it economy, because really small businesses are what started all, like Jeff Bezos and all these guys with Apple and YouTube and all these were small businesses at some point and they grew bigger. Roxy, stop it. Go back. Let me grab her. I'm gonna play with her like this. So, so one of the other thoughts I wanted to ask you about, Nick, as a young person facing this altered future, right, is what do you see going forward that you can maybe help change or benefit from? Um, how's it going to be different for you? What do you see as something that you're going to maybe try to get involved in that might help you in your future? So what's one thing?
I don't know.
I knew you were going to say that. How about what we're doing right now? How about using social media to not just communicate, stay close to friends, but
Yeah,
also maybe try to start some sort of fanfare or business as a musician, right?
yeah.
Have you and your friends done anything that you've posted online yet? No, right? So I'm going to challenge you to do that because Johnny Bean, for example, the great Johnny Bean in here, challenged me to do Veda last year, and I joined in on it. Veda is vlog every day in August or in April, and it's something YouTube was doing early on, especially. They don't really pronounce this thing anymore. They're doing like the hashtag with me thing right now, which is a new YouTube thing, like hashtag with me, like cook with me, play music with me, and then throw that up online so people can be together during this time. But I challenge you to do something, no matter how simple it might be. I challenge you guys to put something up, even if it's a cover of another song or a part of a song or something that you're working on. Because what I found, what most people in here are really interested in doing or being involved in, is part of the process. They want to communicate with us. They want to share the process with us. A lot of people ask me questions about the equipment I have and why I have it and what my plans are to do with it, how I like what I'm using, what would I do different, blah, 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 blah. So they're not always necessarily looking for the perfect product like a lot of music industries push out there. They think that it's important to push out perfect product that sounds perfect, that's going to get the right amount of hits for whatever, because it's got that formulaic thing, which is really sucks nowadays. It's formulaic music that's out there. It's almost AI that's creating music now, and it's losing the heart. It's another big part of what I think is an important aspect of music is heart, right? So what's SD saying? Because he always has something good to say about this stuff. Garlic bread. SD, you're talking food. I'm just kidding you, dude. Oh, let's see what else. Nick, ask Nick what word games? Oh, video games. I gotta put my glasses on. I didn't bring them in with me. Anyway, what video games do you play, Nick?
Well, mostly
SD
now,
design.
just Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm still playing that.
And when you play that, because I don't play any of these games, and I'm clueless as to how people play games today. Outside of the little controller, is that a game that you use a little controller with, or is that one that you have like a real gun that you move around with,
No,
like
no,
virtual?
it's a controller,
Okay.
but I do
Would
like the
you?
online.
Mhm. Could you see yourself in the future? You think more video games are going to go toward the virtual reality type, where you
Well,
actually have like something you're holding, you're moving around?
definitely,
You know,
yeah,
I've seen those.
because they like just started getting decent. So
Right. I went to GDC in 2016, which is the Game Development Conference in San Francisco, because I have a game idea too. I have a lot of ideas.
yeah,
Few of them have come to fruition, but the game idea I took with me there. Um, Really, I wanted to try to find out what it would take to create this game or develop this, and so it's been on hiatus since then because it's going to take a lot.
yeah,
But the bottom line is, they did have these things that you stand into. So it's like you stand into this thing, right? Go over here, and it's got like it's all different directions, and it's like a treadmill kind of a thing, and you're in this virtual world on this treadmill thing. So when you're moving, you're actually moving on this treadmill type of thing. It was wild. It was really really cool. But like you see the guy in the game, and then him
yeah.
playing the game, and they were showing it So those are for the super ultra rich and billionaire type people that probably own those kinds of games or things. But maybe we'll see, just like internet cafes were the thing back in the day when the internet first started out. Maybe we'll see gamer cafes start popping up. That would be a great investment idea, by the way. People with money, gamer cafes. Because even though you want to be home, wouldn't you rather be like hanging out with your friends at some gamer cafe with your mom and dad not being around you?
Yeah.
Investors, think about it. Like laser tag was a huge thing, right? Even U2, this band, U2, they even invested in laser tag technology in games because they thought it was a good investment. Anyway, volume is low. Whose volume? My volume or Nick's volume?
You, Laszlo.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, is it better now? How's that?
I can
I
hear it
can't
good.
tell. You can hear it. Is it the same or better? I just removed this mic because if I have the headphones on, I have to use a different input on the laptop here, and it doesn't work super good. This is a 10-year-old laptop, and it's been banged around. It's in pretty bad shape. SD says, LA Beast is a trap. What? So what else are you guys writing here? Volume is low. It's still low. Tell me if it's better now. If it's not better, then it's not going to improve. I'm afraid. You'll have to turn up your volume, and Nick will have to turn things down. I don't even know how to adjust the settings on the audio here, if at all possible. Well, I'm hoping it's better. So hopefully you guys tell me that it's better. So should I show everyone the Telecaster that I won? And you don't even have the guitar. So while I grab that, why don't you tell people the story of your guitar? And
Well, I have my guitar. I got another one.
Keep talking.
I just bought a guitar, but then I ended up switching the bass because it was easier in the beginning.
Keep talking.
But then I ended up buying the same guitar again.
Yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah.
So now you have that guitar again, and you have the Epiphone, right? You want to show everyone your Epiphone? Go grab your Epiphone while I show everyone this. So this is the guitar. Roxy, stop eating my mouse. This is the guitar I won at Guitar Center. Notice how it's a different than your typical Tele, right? Notice that little switch there, and it's got a 5-position switch as well. It's got a humbucker in the bridge. It's got a Strat style, single coil in the middle, and a Tele style in the neck. I'm glad that they did this with a vintage coloring on the neck, because I hate it when it's like super white unless it's a white guitar. And your standard black dots, and it's in pine. So I don't know if you can notice that, but it's honeyburst in pine. The back, pretty cool. Right, and even though it's like about a 5-piece body, it's still, they did it nicely. It looks good. And because the Fender, the head company was so impressed with how they made this in China, they decided to not put the Squire logo, which was what they were planning to do originally, and went ahead and put the Fender logo on their Telecaster. It's got the split tuners. Hey, there she is. Finally found the right spot there. So it's a really nice guitar. Single piece neck, stone stripe. The vintage style tuners, and it's all decent. I mean, the tuners aren't perfect, but it's a decent guitar, and it's very versatile in what you can do. And if you look up any of the reviews, you like my hat? If you look up any of the reviews on YouTube or wherever, you'll find a lot of people. No, Roxy, don't eat my headphones. She does this. She'll eat the rubber off the headphone strap. It's already pretty mangled. Right, I'll put this down, because otherwise she's gonna keep doing bad things. Working with animals on camera, not an easy thing. Hey, JJ, thanks for joining. So, hey, you guys. Nick, you don't know this, but JJ JJ's House of Jams here. Super, super, super cool, dude. You gotta subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He let me sleep on his couch down in LA while I was hanging there for Crashing Nam this January. So I'm making him one of those soundtrap design wall
The wall
hanger,
hanger,
like
yeah.
or what I call SDDs. Yeah, the Soundtrap Designs wall hanger, or what I call SDDs. Musicians want. Did it Soundtrap Design SDDs? Musicians want.
Laszlo.
It's a joke. I mean, you did take that class on sex, right? STDs, what they are.
Well, yeah. Freshman year.
Okay, so and musicians are famous for
Yeah.
catching and spreading them, STDs. So I'm hoping that that works with my Soundtrap designs too. I haven't put it up as a product or anything yet, but I'm going to probably open a reverb store and start selling those. But I'm going to make some and give them out to some friends. So tell us what made you pick up that guitar when you went to the Guitar Center down in San Diego. What made you
Well,
pick that thing up and buy it this Christmas?
I just liked how it looked mainly, and then also it sounds pretty good. So, and I wanted something different than a Strat.
It's always number one, right? Cool. Show the body and do it slowly.
Yeah. There you go.
Do a slow pan with the body, nice and slow. Gold parts, nice. Is that a three-way switch?
Yeah. Plus it is coil tap, so it can go single coil with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So it does have coil tap. Nice.
Mhm.
So is that considered one of the what is that? What is that called exactly? What is the name of that guitar? Like, is it 335 or what is it? Did they? Did
It
they
has
have
a name,
number
but I
for it
forgot
or
it.
something? Do you remember?
It's not the number.
JD or somebody in the chat might know. Who knows what that Epiphone is, you guys? It's not a bad cat, is it? So it's got some PAF style humbuckers in it, and when you switch the coil tapping, when you coil tap, does it change the volume much? Does it go lower?
Not really.
Hmm. That's good. So that means it's probably not a coil split, but it probably is a coil tap. Oh, Roxy did a big poop
Oh, it's the
right on my
It's the
computer.
Sheraton 2 Pro.
The Sheraton Pro, okay. And I think because it's Pro, that's what gives it that little extra something when it comes to the push-pull
And with the gold
pots.
stuff on it, yeah.
The gold. Yeah, the gold. Very cool guitar for the money, too. And how much did you pay for it? We always want to know these things.
Like, well, with the case, like 750, I think.
And was it brand new?
Yeah.
Does it still have a loose output jack?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fix that. Don't try to fix it yourself.
I
You're gonna mess it
haven't.
up.
Yeah. I haven't
There's a
switched
trick to that.
anything.
There's a really easy trick to that I saw some guy do. The most brilliant trick. You know those little plastic wall pluggy things you get when you buy a picture or something, you want to hang it on the
Yeah.
wall. Okay. So what you do is you take a screw and you wind it into one of those a little bit. Then you stick that into the plug as if it's the plug of your guitar cable. Then you tighten the screw part, okay, while you hold the thing, so that the screw makes the plug thing expand and hold the metal plug. Then you can hold that into a position so that when you tighten the lug screw, or whatever you want to call the nut, when you tighten the nut, it doesn't spin the jack, causing it to wind the cabling inside the guitar and maybe break it loose of its grab a pick. So if you guys understand what I'm saying here, that is the most brilliant way I've seen of how to tighten up really quickly your output plug on your guitar. You know, that doesn't have like the screws that you can pull back. So this style is easy. You know, you can just unscrew it, pull it out, and then do it. Make sure it's done. But if it's like this, Oh, this one has it too, I think. Well, anyway, like my Gretches, the Gretsch and some other guitars I have up there, they don't have the extra plate, right? So it's just the jack with those tightening nuts. So volume's still super low. I'm sorry, SD. I don't know what to do about that. I wish I could change that. I need to get this all hooked up properly to like using one of my DAWs. I don't even need. I just need an interface hooked up, but I have them. I just don't have them hooked up. So I don't know what to do about that. I wish I could fix that. It might be because Nick, he's got his mic that's hooked up through his earplugs, so that makes it louder. Don't do that. You're gonna blow people's eardrums out. So Nick is gonna play for us, apparently.
With Laszlo's amp.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
So I also loaned him my Vox VT40X because I bought a Vox. I bought a whatchamacallit. Can't even talk. I bought a Vox 30 watt. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think. Getting old sucks. Your brain just doesn't want to frickin' cooperate. So anyway, I've got a bigger box now, and that one's really cool because the one he has turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit because it's gonna be way too loud. I know. That's probably the lowest you can go, right?
Is that good?
Yeah, that's cool. That's better. Yeah, it's more like your vocal sound level.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I loaned him that VT40X because I got this other AC30. Who else is in the chat here? And it's a Saturday afternoon, by the way, so expect there's not going to be too many people in the chat. Which I kind of figured on, you know, it being Saturday afternoon during this whole event. There's so many people streaming. I can just look right now. Yeah, there's like 4 other streams. There's like 4 other streams going right now that I'm connected to. So, do you have a song you're working on, Nick?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Adults Are Talking. It's off the new Strokes album. That came
I've
out
heard really good things of that new album.
Yeah, I kind of have to wait. And the verses, I think. Then I need to figure out like the little solo thing that it has.
So how do you learn songs?
Usually like on YouTube, I look it up. Usually by tab.
You're lucky that you get to do that.
Yeah, you had it way harder.
But here's something I'll tell you that I think is really important that a lot of people should try to do. Try to first figure it out yourself by ear. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I've learned a couple actually.
Right? And that's a great way to not just develop your ear, but help you become like a musician, because you'll then start to figure out where things are on the neck and start to write your own songs. Yeah, right, SD? This thing is, yeah, what's his face is on the TV again. Yeah, he's always on TV. This is like his stomping time. Constantly up there talking his talk, walking his walk. So who's taking off? Are you leaving, SD? Oh, well. Sorry to see you leave. You should come back, though. So we're gonna probably go for just another like what 30 minutes. It's 2:30, and I figured we'd do this for about an hour. So let me ask you something else. Who else are you playing with right now online, if at all? Are there
Mm,
friends of yours that you guys are trying to
music wise,
send in? Like, yeah, like have you tried
nobody.
sending a song to somebody, or like, hey, I'm working on a song? No,
No, I don't
you
really.
should do that. See, you just game with them though, right? So your buddies get on the games and you guys game together, right?
Well, yeah, right now it's just like
So
one of my buddies that is on
yeah,
consistently.
that's cool. And what's that guy's name that you were like doing a band with when you
Cool.
were doing School of Rock? Cole. Cole. Are you still in touch with that guy?
Kinda. It's been a
Yeah.
while though. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's been kind of getting disconnected because they're stuck, right?
Like, some people I'm still connected with. It's just a lot of them I kind of, since
Yeah.
you don't see them.
Yeah. And how is it like being in school at this time? I mean, I'm sure you're bummed out about like prom and all this other stuff
Yeah,
taking
and I don't
place.
like it to online because I'm like less likely to do it on time.
Right. Yeah. So it's hard to be motivated when you don't have other people,
Yeah, like in a
right?
environment where that's all you can do.
Right. So what else? Does anyone have any questions for Nick? We'll throw that up to you guys in the chat. All five of you. I was kind of surprised. I was watching some other chats the other day, and there's some other like big name chat people, bigger channels that had limited numbers. And are you learning how to use some of the effects in that amp, or are you just playing presets all the time?
Well, I've been messing around with some of it, but
Have you been doing it just on the amp, or have you used the software that it comes with and gone deeper
I've been
into
trying to
each?
just see what the amp can do on its own,
Yeah, yeah.
just so I don't get too overwhelmed.
I would highly recommend you
That it's on the
installing the
phone, right?
app. Yeah, installing the app. What you can do is you can look through like what the different pedal sounds are, like
Mm-hmm.
what those effects are, and then you'll learn like what pedals do what.
Because some of the presets are pretty
Cool.
cool though,
Yeah, right.
especially with
But
like
it's
I have the three-way, so I can kind of have the tone all the way up on one if it's like clean, and then switch it.
where did Roxy go? That's what I don't know. She's probably chewing up something somewhere. I don't know where she went. I need to find her. Oh, she's in the box here. I found her.
So when'd you get that blue guitar? Because my mom was talking
Oh,
about
you
it.
want me to show you that? Let me
She's
show
like,
you
it's
that
like
real
your
quick.
guitar, but it's blue.
It's totally killer. Hold on.
Yeah, that is that the same one?
No,
Is that a
notice the pick guard is different.
is that a 335?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
When I get to the neck, you might recognize the brand.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So this is D'Angelico DC Deluxe. It's a $2,000 guitar I got for $700 brand new.
Not bad.
Hey, what's happening, Dogpaw? Thanks for joining in. Dwight Bailey, thank you guys for coming.
Woo.
I'm hoping to get at least over 10 people in the chat here. Yeah, what's up, you guys? So, yeah, this guitar is really killer because it's super light, like yours, you know. It's got gold plated DiMarzio. These are DiMarzio pickups. They're the 59s. And it's got a six-way switch. So instead of push pull, you got a six-way switch, which is kind of cool. Um, I love the look of it. It's in this matte finish that's called powder blue, very reminiscent of like a Daphne blue kind of a color, and it sounds and plays great. I had to look it up because some day ago, 2 or 3 days ago, somebody was asking me the shape of the neck on this thing, and it is a thin C neck. So very nice feeling neck. So Dwight, thanks for coming, man. So Nick here, the other thing I wanted to ask you about being a young musician. I know you're going to be going to college and you're going to be majoring in music.
Uh-uh.
What's your major?
Well, undeclared right now.
Undeclared. Okay.
Mhm.
So when I went to college or junior college anyway, that's how I had to pay my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, not easy. I was working at the mall, like a mall rat. Anyway, so I went to I went to San Mateo College of San Mateo, and I majored in music and in business. So I kind of double majored, even though they didn't really let you double major. I kind of double majored, and I think today the programs are a lot better than they might have been back then because of that and because of how learning is faster. But I think there are different challenges too that young musicians face today, and now with this whole COVID thing. Oops, I said it. It's even gonna be
Laszlo,
worse. I know. Hey, you
what
have
are
to
you
do the
doing?
Russian voice. Okay. We talk now Russian now, okay?
Hello, Laszlo.
Nick, my friend.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How have you been good for? You before good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Da. Nick, how you learn guitar?
Laszlo.
You use fingers on hand like this?
Sometimes.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Dogpaw here. He says he's wearing shoes that are older than you. Very likely because Nick is only 18 years old. You're a vintage shoe collector then, Dogpaw? So
He
it looks
must
like
be.
the Dogpaw, yeah, he's a vintage shoe collector. Let me pull this closer. I'm gonna type a little bit. Vintage shoes? Question mark. Let me ask. Vans? Those are the only. Oops. Vans. So I wish I had my Vans from the '80s, even though they were pretty worn through. Because
Which
it'd be
ones did you
cool.
have?
It would be cool to have the Vans that when I was young man. So let me ask you something. Do you think it would be cool if there was like some kind of an app that you could plug into with headphones on or earbuds? One of your friends could do the same thing with their instruments, and then you could like play together online. You think that would be cool?
Yeah.
I wanted that to be a reality back in 1996. Still not a reality. Oh, flip flops. Dogpod. Cover charge. No cover charges in the house. Right on. I'm wearing flip flops with socks on. I know it's a no no, but it's what I'm comfortable with at home.
Yeah.
So I don't like to go barefoot with the flip flops. I like to have socks. I don't know. If it was warmer out, I'd probably go all flip flop. So let me guess, Dog Paw. Waffle Stompers. Remember Waffle Stompers? No, I don't remember Waffle Stompers. I remember what are they? What are those things called? That's like a very hippie thing. Those your mom has a pair of those flip floppy kind of
Birkenstocks?
things. Birkenstocks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Birkenstocks. So I asked you the question earlier about the future. About the future. Is this Guitar Center?
I was tuning.
I know. It's like, is this Guitar Center?
Favorite.
Um, let's see.
Hmm.
What are the questions people are asking?
My favorite band that is recent.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
tough
good
one.
question.
Yeah.
What is your
Uh,
well? What's the latest album you just bought with your own money?
well, I don't buy albums
Do you not
really that
even
much.
buy anything streamed? You don't even pay for the streaming videos,
Well, no,
streaming.
I pay for Spotify, so
There
I
you
don't
go.
really have the
So,
need to.
so what's the latest one that you actually listen to from beginning to end? Because
Album?
I can tell you. Yeah, 'cause I just did that yesterday.
Well,
I listened
the
to
new
one.
Strokes one,
There you go. Strokes.
the new Abnormal.
Yeah, they rock.
It's like the I like how the whole album has like a consistent like tone on guitars and everything, so it just
Right?
fits.
Yeah, I listened to that the other day. Yesterday, I listened to Sammy Bowler's new Kingdom of the Sun. You know Sammy Bowler? More of a shredder kind of.
No,
Check him out. Sammy Bowler, you guys. My favorite guitarist right now. I don't know what you guys think of him, but he's been doing a lot of stuff with Friedman. Dave Friedman of Friedman Guitars and Amps. Well, it's Friedman Amplification, but they might add guitars to that at some point. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Yeah. Well, I personally pay for the music I listen to, not just Spotify. I actually buy like the actual CDs if I can because I like to try to support the musicians directly. I know Spotify they get jack. They don't
yeah,
get much.
it's just the most convenient basically.
I know. I
Because
don't
like
even use Spotify.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I
since
mean,
you
I'll
already have so
actually
many,
I use Amazon, so I have Amazon Prime. We pay
yeah,
for that for the whole year, so I get all my music I want to listen to on Amazon
yeah, exactly.
Music. But I don't pay for Spotify because I think Spotify is shitty
Yeah,
company.
it's like you have so many CDs, you don't have the need.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll buy the CD. So, like, I bought Mary Spender's CD, I bought Pete Thorne's CD, I bought Bowler's CD, I bought Rhett Shaw. I think is coming out with one, or he has one out. I gotta check it out. But he's another YouTuber musician that I don't know if calling him YouTubers is really correct because they're musicians using YouTube as a platform, and that's kind of what I was trying to get to with you and your buddies and stuff. Is that do you realize, Nick, by
Hmm.
your age, the Beatles had already not just recorded, but been playing in bars and putting up music, doing covers. They did a lot of covers.
Well, yeah,
Twist and Shout is a cover. But you guys should, definitely stretch your wings a little bit and write some of your own music because your age right now, the age you're at, and all this crap that you're going through, perfect way to get inspired to get it out. Get something out through music.
I just need to find a band.
Last album or last band that you liked was Soundgarden, Dogpaw. Well, I have to say that I'm very lucky. I've seen Chris Cornell sing with the last Temple of the Dog performance that he did a reunion tour with at the Bill Graham Civic in San Francisco, and I'm so sorry that that guy's gone because man, what a loss to
Yeah,
the musical world that was. And sad that he had to go through so much pain in his life that he would actually do that. Um, being someone who has a very strong, uh, I guess, a very strong drive to help people, and psychology is such a big part of where I want to go in life. I feel like it's really sad when people take their own lives, but it's usually due to a great amount of pain and depression that they don't know how to resolved a bit beyond. But yeah, Soundgarden, dude. What about STP? Did you like STP back then? We're talking 90s, dude. You haven't bought or liked an album since the 90s? Well, do you like old metal? Do you like
Hmm?
the
Me?
the? I'm asking the dog paw. Do you like old school late 70s, early 80s metal like Judas Priest? Because if you didn't check out the Judas Priest Firepower album, hence why I have this Richie Faulkner V, because that album outsold all their others combined for a reason, because it rocks. It's got a little element of the new metal feel to it, but it still has good old, and Halford's voice, of course, is not quite the same live as it was. The recordings are pretty good, but that's a killer album. You gave up on what girly dressed bands in the late 70s, then yeah. I even though I like heavy metal and rock, I wasn't into the heavy metal glam rock stuff. So even though Van Halen kind of started that in a sense with their kind of, maybe Zeppelin a little bit, but not so much. They weren't glam, but some of the clothes they wore, like from the 70s and 60s, there was a lot of that kind of funky stuff. But yeah, it went really, with the spandex and all that crazy Twisted Sister era shit. It was a little nuts. But I got turned off to when it got to being super cheesy.
Yeah.
Then I just left. I just left that, and I was getting more into kind of Crowded House and bands like that. Third Eye Blind. Bands that were more, even though that's not an '80s band, but like Cure was okay, but they too with the lipstick and the whole thing. I was not too into that.
My mom loves them.
You know. Well, musically they're a phenomenal
Yeah.
band though. I saw them on the 4th of July once at San Jose Event Center with
Yeah.
Dinosaur Jr. opening for him.
I know.
That
Yeah.
was an amazing show.
His Dinosaur Jr. as a cover, just like heaven.
Yeah, yeah, they're a killer band, killer musicians too. Very, avant-garde if you want to use a French word, but a term. But yeah, they were definitely people that were willing to do something different, and like Kurt Cobain and all these guys in the '90s, they broke new ground with a different kind of sound. You know, got away from the bubblegum and back into like shitty reality. So, who else do you like outside of the Strokes right now?
Uh, Interpol,
Yeah,
Blink 182, uh,
yeah,
Catfish and the Bottlemen,
cool,
Franz Ferdinand, the Struts, who I saw 3 times.
right on. Yeah, I
Um,
missed each one of those shows with you because I wasn't in town. Remember, each time
yeah.
I wanted to go, and when I was in Peru or I was somewhere else, God, that would have been cool. Who else? So
Um,
you're not a like a rock and roll per se, like classic rock,
I mean,
or do you like?
I like my favorite classic rock band is The Doors. Like
Oh,
that's the one that
great
I
choice.
I consistently listen to.
Hmm.
But like I know I like all the classics.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't switch them
So
off. I just don't.
like ACDC.
Yeah, like I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah. What about like oh, ZZ Top?
Yeah,
You don't know ZZ Top?
I know Lagrange and Sharp
Yeah,
Drifter.
right on. There you go. Some cheap sunglasses. Those are songs with meaning. Cheap sunglasses. There you go. Lagrange. All right, dude. Right on. So, do you like the chats? What? I can't read.
I like the
I'm working
Clash.
on a version of Chicago song. Yeah. Oh, the Clash. I love the Clash. Yeah. That's your mom's favorite stuff, right?
Well, I'd say
She
like
was a
I
she
wouldn't
was a
say
punk.
she's a yeah, but like nowadays she's kind of more mellowy stuff.
Yeah,
You
she's
know?
probably more Elvis Costello now than she
Yeah,
was back then. Yeah.
and she's a big John Mayer fan now.
Yeah. Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah,
Well, good choice in music. He's a phenomenal guitar
Yeah.
player, not songwriter, right? So have you not been influenced by any of these bands to like make your own songs yet? And why not?
Well, I don't know because I feel like I need to like contribute with someone else because like I just kind of don't know where to start, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, remember that one time we were hanging at your mom's ex-boyfriend's place and we were cooking up some ribs or whatever it was, chicken and stuff in the backyard, and I'm like, "This is how you write a song, Nick," and I just started telling a story of some girl walking into the ice cream shop, kind of thing. And I think you thought that was kind of cool how you could just like throw a song together with just some idea. You don't have to like overthink it, you know? Do you think people overthink music a little bit?
Yeah,
And
usually.
just noodling and playing like that. Just the other day, I did a demonstration in a sense because people were asking about how do you create or write songs, how do you write original music. So I did this 5-step video of 5 steps. Did you see that? Probably not. No. I would guess the answer is no. Roxy. Roxy's coming out of the box. See, that could be a song right there.
That was a song.
I know. Well, I'm gonna challenge you, dude. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to get you to. I'm gonna try to get you to like come on this once in a while. I want to try to challenge you to do this.
That's Hey Ya.
Cool. So we're gonna have to close the show pretty soon here. It's 2:50. What? I don't know. My phone says differently, so maybe we'll go by my phone because it says 2:48 on there. If I can read it, can't really read. But I know I need my glasses. But what I wanted to challenge you with is try to write your first song. Just try it, to put something together. I did a video on what I think are the 5 important steps to creating music or like being successful at most anything, but or work for anything. But I put that video together just the other day. 5 steps. Check it out. Tell me what you think of that. Those ideas in there, and definitely, you know, take that challenge on. Try to create your own song, and you might be able to. Hey, what's up, Metalhead Hippie, dude? Metalhead Hippie here. He's one of the coolest dudes on YouTube too. He's got like about a little more like 100 more subs than I do, but he's cool. What's up? So Metalhead Hippie here is one of these guys who is learning guitar now. He's learning guitar at his. We're trying to figure out how to play with. He's got like some physical. He's in a wheelchair, so he can't even really get around. So he's in a wheelchair, but he's got other conditions that make it difficult and for him to play. But he's learning to play guitar now at his ripe age of 50 something.
Hell yeah.
Right? There's a bunch of other people in the YouTube community, like Brian S. This guy Brian, he's somebody who does that Live Wires show. Have you seen the Live Wires show? You saw me on that. I was on that show, that the Live Wires show where they interviewed me. Oh, just crutches. Oh, okay, thank God, Metalhead Hippie.
Laszlo.
All right. Well, I just remember him saying, "I can't," Yeah, that's right. Your hands. That's what you're saying. That your hands get really kind of tense from going around on crutches all the time. So guitar playing actually helps you loosen up a little bit, right? Or that's one of the difficulties you have playing because you're having to use crutches all the time, so your hands are in this cramped position, right? So I'm gonna challenge Nick. You guys gotta all hold Nick accountable here, because we're gonna revisit this in a few weeks or a month or something like that. And we're gonna ask him, all right, young Turk, young stud, what have you done? Have you put a song together yet? Write a song. It doesn't have to be super complicated or nothing. It could be, whatever you want it to be. But let's all challenge Nick here to write a song, an original tune. Hey, Pete Hickson, right on, dude. Thanks for joining in. We got 9 people in the chat. I'm hoping we can. Let's see how many. How many on my phone? Let's see. I gotta exit and then return to find out how many people gave us thumbs up so far. I think we got wow, 11 thumbs ups. Nice. 9 people watching. That's awesome. I was hoping we could break 10 people at once. So if just one more person jumped into the chat, tell your mom.
Yeah.
Ladani's in class right now, so she can't. But oh, bring your other guitar. Show your other guitars and your bass too. Should do that. So Nick here started on guitar, then picked up the bass, traded the guitar in for the bass, and then he went back and bought the guitar, the Squire, that originally I bought for him, and then yeah, there's that bass he traded it in on. Oh no, this is the Squire. So that's a different one, but similar. It's not the exact same one, right? It's not the exact same one, is it? Oh, you can't hear me. So that's not the exact same one, is it?
Well, it's the same exact model.
Yeah, the same model, right?
Yeah.
You guys traded it back to Guitar Center, so you went back there and bought one there, or did you buy this one used?
No, I bought it new.
Okay. And how do you like it?
It's good.
JJ says rock on, Nick. Yeah, we're all learning guitar. We're always learning, right? One of the greatest things I ever heard Randy Rhoads say, or they talked about, in documentaries, is it's too loud. So let me say something. So one of the things that Randy Rhoads would do, one of my idols, people that I idolize in a sense as a musician and as a player and songwriter, is Randy Rhoads. Every place he went, wherever he went touring, he'd look up a music teacher and go take a lesson. Not because he needed to learn how to play guitar necessarily, because he could play guitar, right? Because he understood that you could always learn something new, and someone else can always teach you something new, right? So those pants, whose pants? Or so somebody's, those pants are so 70s. Last my answer. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Pete Hickson.
They're just pajamas.
Pajamas? Oh, your pajamas? Or are they
Yes.
laughing about your pants?
Watch it,
Dudes,
buddy.
you should all be wearing pajamas right now. What the
Yeah.
hell are you not wearing pajamas for? That's the big question. I'm wearing jeans. I've already been outside. So I have a real job. Even on Saturdays, I'm still essential. Yeah, rock on, Nick, right? So Nick is a young new rocker. He actually was part of the School of Rock in this area, in the Tri Valley area here in California. It's like Danville. This whole area here has got number of cities in the same region. It's the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay. And so Nick, what were some of the concerts that you were involved in with School of Rock? Do you remember? Because I've got some of those flyers here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them.
It was LA Rocks. All the LA bands.
What did you play for the LA Rocks?
What
kind of music?
Like anything that could be considered rock from LA, like Guns N' Roses. We did Blink. I cannot. Oh yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Sweet.
That was like 3 years ago. I can barely remember it.
And what was the most recent one you recall doing?
Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I got that right here. I'm gonna show it to you guys.
And before
so
that,
this was a really interesting event they did. They did an event called Black Sabbath versus Black Sabbath. So Ozzy, Black Sabbath versus Dio, Black Sabbath, right?
No, it was.
That was it. Oh.
It was all. It was
Well, I mean, they did all the Sabbath, like a bunch of Sabbath songs, but they did the Dio.
I don't think any were Dio, were they?
Really? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Most of it was from Paranoid in like the first album.
So we have the song list is Black Sabbath, Sweet Leaf, MIB, Planet Caravan, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, Orchid Lord of this World, Rat Salad, Embryo, Children of the Grave, of course, Into the Void, National Acrobats. What is this? Solitude, of course. Jack the Stripper,
Yeah,
Fairies
I was
Wear
on that.
Boots, Hand of Doom, Electric Funeral, Supernaut, and then Cornucopia, Snowblind, Paranoid, Changes, one of my favorites, Iron Man, and you guys ended it with War Pigs and Luke's Wall.
Hmm.
That was a bitchin'. It was a bitchin' combo of Black Sabbath Wonder. And then right before that one, you guys did another popular one last summer. It was a very popular
The Queen one.
movie. The Queen one. The Queen one
Yeah,
was killer, dude.
that was fun.
That was fun. What was that friend of yours that kind of reminds me? He looks a little bit like Beck with the wild curly hair, the
Matt?
glasses, and yeah, that guy. That guy can play, dude. Right?
Yeah.
That guy has the feel. He's got. I mean, that other Shredder dude is really good too. But that guy Matt, he's got his own band and stuff going now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got 10 in the chat. Yes, we broke 10. We got 10 on a Saturday when everyone else is streaming. That's awesome. So what are you saying, Dogpaw? I bought a cab from Randy. He demoed it, then handed me that white Les Paul. No shit, dude. And I chickened out, but bought the cab. Good for you. In an apartment. Amazing thing to. Yeah, right, dude. Rhodes was such a good soul too, man. That guy went. They say that only the good die young, right? So he definitely was one of them. But yeah, man, he's one of the ones that I really look up to or idolize in a sense, especially what he did for metal, rock and roll. Yeah. You did. You bought a new guitar. What did you buy? Cover charge. No cover charge. Bought a new guitar today. What is it? Can't wait to get it. So what is it? No cover charge. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Hey, Blackjack Guitar Net is in the house. Right on. That put us into the 11 chatter realm, which is pretty killer, you guys. That's awesome. On a Saturday afternoon when there's probably a million other people streaming right now, all kinds of good streams are happening. A telly, good for you, dude. Did you see me with that telly earlier? Let me go grab my telly again. Let me put this down. Roxy. I gotta also grab this because this is not your typical telly. This is they call this the modern player pro or modern player plus or deluxe or something like plus, I think. It's got a neck standard type of cheap neck style pickup, a single coil and humbucker with a little switcheroo down there for out of phase stuff and a 5-way switch. It's pretty cool. Made in China though, by Fender, but it's got the Fender logo, not the Squier logo, so unusual. So what else is going on? What's Blackjack Guitar Net saying here? Custom shop, good for you, dude. Oh, if you can only get your hands on a Fender custom shop. Yeah, right. That would be cool. You lost how many subs in the past 10 minutes? Lost one. Oh, I lost the subs in the last time, yeah. Oh, dude, who counts, man? Not that I'm not counting. Oh, speaking of counting subscriptions, let me bring this up. So, Laz, you're the only one on. Am I really? Because I've got, let's see, who do I have up right now? Right now, Aaron Short Music is on. Oh, I guess he's the only one in my thing that says it's still on. Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right. Magic Jones posted something, or he's live right now. So, you know, there's always somebody. So where are you people? Nobody else is happening. So let me remind you all. spread the word. The 300 challenge, 300 subs challenge is going up. When I reach 300 subs, someone will win a pedal. And I don't know who, because it's going to be a random drawing. One of these will be chosen. And I might be super generous and give out more. But the challenge is to get me to 300 subs before the lockdown ends in California, which might be longer than most states because Newsom is being really careful and cautious about. He wants to get the state started up again too, but we want to make sure people are tested and not going to spread this shit around, right? Because we don't want people dying if we can stop it, right? So yeah, I don't know, where am I at with my subs? I think I got like 217 right now. Let me check it out. So it's quite a challenge because to ask people to join up, I got 216, so I lost one today, but that's fine. So I've got 216 subscriptions right now, and I'm hoping to get 300 by the end of the lockdown, which is a stretch, right? But I think it's possible. If people like Nick spreads my name around on YouTube and Instagram, and so you watching TikTok, you putting anything up on TikTok?
No.
People put videos up of them playing guitar on TikTok too.
I've seen some
people put videos of them sleeping on Instagram. They say, "Okay, I'm going to bed. If you guys want to watch me sleep, or we can all sleep together." And then there are like thousands and thousands of views. I don't know why. People are weird that way. They just like the weird shit, which is cool. I think that's what's cool about human beings. We definitely don't want to be boxed in some category, and we're always wanting to break out of whatever category, right? So I hope you break out into your own category, Nick, musically. It's cool to be playing other people's stuff, but try to develop your own sound, man. Get into some of those effects in that amp and start breaking out into your own sound. And I have some other equipment here that I could probably let you borrow if you need to borrow something that'll help you write music. There are even free softwares out there. You can get a free software called Cakewalk Pro. That's a really good DAW. It's free. Cakewalk Pro is free, and you can write music with it. And I have an extra. I was planning on using it in some form here, but I could probably do without it. I have an extra interface here that you could use if you want to borrow it. Let me show it to you. All right, everybody, you're seeing it now live, but I'm going to probably loan this to Nick as well, so you can create some friggin' music. And there's all kinds of free like plugins and softwares and stuff you can get to make drum loops and everything. All right, check it out. Look at that. It's a Focusrite Scarlett 16i. You can do 16 different, I think, inputs. So you can pretty much do an entire band through that thing, which is pretty killer. So how's everybody doing? So how's Metalhead Hippie doing? You guys know that 420 is only a couple days away, but there's no congregating allowed.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to 420 it in your own house or your back patio, or there's no smoking of any kind allowed on our property, as far as I know. It's not allowed where I manage. As far as I know, it's not happening. So, oh, you're doing good. Dwight, how you doing? Dwight says he's doing jamming out a new song. Right on. How many of you guys in the chat are writing your own original music? That's what I'm curious about. How many of you guys enjoy creating your own thing? So it was Blackjack Guitar Nut that got a new guitar recently, right? Yeah, Telly. So what kind of Telly? Oh, you want me to plug into my Telly? All right, I can do that. I guess. Let's see. All right, turn yours down, Nick. Let me turn mine up. You got some kind of funky double. Okay, what's this patch? I've got these stinking patches. Oh, hold on a second. I've got the alter ego over here in the background. All kinds of funky delays that we don't use. Well, that's a California rectifier sounding kind of effect through the from the HX knob going into the AC30 here. Let's do something more clean. You know that song, right?
Yeah.
A shimmery kind of thing. This isn't the humbucker. Alright, let me just find something else here. This is called Solitude. There's like so many different combinations of effects and stuff going on here in this HX stomp. This one's called Secret Ways. Filter thing. It says it's some kind of a mystery filter. Kind of interesting sound. This is called Good Old Rock. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Anyway. Yep. That's the next pickup. It's a killer guitar for $500 if you bought it new.
Yeah.
Unbelievably killer guitar for that. And there's some great reviews of this guitar online that'll just blow you away of like what you can do. This thing shreds as well. Let's go into shred territory. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Trying to find oh, this one's called Texas, Cali, Texas. Hold on. Voltage screen. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. MTV theme. I don't think they're gonna get me for that one. I love this telly, and it's sick, dude. Check it out. Pine body. It's pretty heavy actually. It's like that, sugar pine. It's not a light guitar. It's the heaviest guitar I have actually. Believe it or not. Wayne, dude. This guy Wayne, 1 out of 31, dude. He's in England right now. He's fucking dude. What time is this? Like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. there? Okay, it's midnight probably. I think it's midnight there right now. It's 9-hour difference. So yeah, it's midnight. Well, that's cool. What's up, Wayne? He won something in one of my other my 12 days of Christmas giveaway thing I did. I got super generous. I was just gonna give away one set of like a one cable. Ended up giving away 3 cables, the headphones, and some strings. Because I'm like, why not? It's Christmas. Heck, I got these extra things. I don't really need them, and I thought I'd give them away to people. So Wayne, he was the most expensive one. Wallet Wales. Oh, Wales. Sorry, did I say London or something? I said England.
Yeah.
Did I say London? Wales. Well, Nick's family. Where's your family originated from? You don't have to
Most
say
of it's
last-
Irish.
Irish. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Put your face up closer to the screen just a little bit. And you guys, can you imagine if he had dark hair? Wouldn't he look like Mick Taylor of That Pedal Show a little bit? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, right? So he's like Nick, but Mick, the Nick Mick. So, but his last name is not Taylor. Yes, I'm sorry, Wayne. I know people in different parts of worlds, they don't like it when they call them one thing or another. So I don't like it when people call it Frisco. So I get what you mean. We're not like Frisco, like Crisco oil, Frisco. Don't call it Frisco. It's San Francisco or San Fran.
The city.
Or the city, as
Yeah.
we like to call it. The city. And then there is, of course, I don't know. Back in the day, it was pretty much the hippie town, Hipsville,
Yeah.
hippie village. Yeah, they did warn people, San Francisco, do not think that you're going to be able to congregate at the hippie park, Haight-Ashbury corner area during 420 in a couple days. Yeah, the goodies. So I think I sent you, what did you get? You got a cable and some strings, right? I think that's it. And I think the big winner, who I haven't seen him around lately, I hope he's all right. But the big winner got a set of headphones from me, which were not exactly super cheap headphones, but they were a pair of these Tascams. I still have a couple of them because I bought them when they were on sale. Those stupid deals of the day on Musician's Friend, they'll get you every time. Well, okay, once in a while. So what else are you guys writing here? 7 people in the chat still. We've been going an hour and 23 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, so just so you guys all know, if you didn't see it earlier, I'm going to show it to you one more time, and I posted it up on my YouTube group page or whatever. I have a Music Therapy Laz YouTube page. I'm doing a giveaway, you guys. Yes, but it's a giveaway challenge. Someone's going to be the lucky winner of one of these 3 Behringer pedals. I know they're not expensive pedals, but they're good. They sound good. So if you just want to rock out with these, one of these, the Tube Screamer one, the Ultra Vibrato one, or the Super Fuzz, the SF300, one of these can be yours by choice if you help me reach 300 subs by the end of the lockdown, which might be a month, might be 2 weeks, it might be 2 months. So who knows? But whoever could share my channel or try to help me grow beyond where I'm at right now. I know I need to improve on the sound and things like that to really get some attention. I know YouTube frowns on guys like me who don't really put the effort in. But I have the tools here. I just got to hook them all up. And yeah, what was I going to say? So you guys get me to 300 by the end of the lockdown, I will do a special giveaway live stream. Maybe we'll invite Nick back on then too, and then maybe he can choose you guys at random. I don't know. We'll no, we'll use one of those random
Yeah.
generators. Yeah, it's more fair. And I might end up giving away more than one pedal. Of course, I get crazy generous like that when I'm like in the mood. So there might be more than one. Yeah, Metalhead Hip, you gave one away, right? They do. So Sweetwater has some new ones in. Yeah, and they're like 20 something bucks, right? So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I have some. You know, I'm happy to give away one or even maybe all three of these pedals, and I'll do some demo videos of them before that happens, just so you guys can hear what they sound like. And then on top of that, there's some other things I might give away. Who knows? Might give away something like this. So this is something that, we don't really use too much anymore. But I already have a copy of it, and I can give away the actual box thing right here. The AC/DC guitar kit, and has a DVD and lessons and all that in here, so you can learn how to play like the man. And it's got Back in Black, Highway Hall, a whole lot of Rosie, You Shook Me All Night Long, and For Those About to Rock. Those three, I mean those 5 songs, or 4 songs, yeah, 4 songs, five songs. Sorry. Plus a how to play instructional DVD, book of printed music, tabs for all 5 songs, and a music CD of professional backing tracks. Woo! So I might give something like that away, and then I might keep this challenge thing up because, you know, ideally all of us YouTuber dudes are people who aspire to make some money off of music in some way. I'm not. I've never made a penny off of music, but I aspire to. And if I could try to make money off this in some way, um, I've got to get over 1,000 views or subs. I mean, 1,000 subscriptions. I'm well over that in views. I think my views and my watch hours are well over what they require. So I just got to get, I got to get my subs up, and it's not easy to do that. You know, there are a few people that have grown super fast. Like I look at Chris, but he's got the whole background with Thoman, and his playing abilities are well beyond mine, and he knows so much more about gear and whatnot. But that guy Chris, God, I forget his last name, but he's Hungarian too, which is kind of funny. But he's one of Thoman's demo dudes, and that guy's got over 50,000, I think, already. I mean, he just started his channel like around Christmas, his own individual channel. But he's been showing stuff for Thoman forever, so people obviously are jumping right over. But yeah, man, if you guys can help me out, I'm hoping to get over 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and I know it's a big goal, but I think it's possible. But I think I have to produce some better stuff. So I thought today was going to be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I'm going to probably end this soon because I got to get some other things done here today, and was planning to do this for an hour. And Nick's already distracted, young millennial that he is. I know. Don't you hate it when old people like me talk shit about your generation, dude? Your
Yeah,
generation
exactly.
is the same as every dude. I'm still the same guy in my
Yeah.
mind. I'm still that same kid that was a teenager like you are right now. So I remember when I turned 18, what it was like. So, but what's shocking to me, Nick, is that do you have your driver's license yet?
No.
See what I'm talking about? Millennial thing. In
I'm
my
not a
day,
millennial.
soon as, well, whatever. You're
Okay.
what do they
Okay.
call it? You're the Z generation.
Yeah,
They're
I
calling
think
it
so.
Z now, right? Like zombies. So you're the Z generation. So okay, the Z generation. This guy doesn't even have his driver's license yet because she doesn't want or need one necessarily. But back in my day, we couldn't wait to get a car and break free, and drive places and get away from our parents and just go wherever we could go. As much gas as we had. Man, I was 16 when I drove to
Can't go
Wyoming
many
from
places right
Stanford.
now.
Not right now. Well, believe it or not, you can still drive
Well, yeah, but
somewhere, right? So they can't stop you from driving somewhere. So you don't have to get out of the car or congregate in big groups. You can drive places, and that's fun. So yeah. So what goodies did JJ have? The goodies RP from Brooke Taylor, classical English comedy. Oh, okay. because we're talking about comedy shows. Great hangout. Thank you, Dwight. I'm glad you guys jumped in and joined me and Nick here. Nick is going to be a regular, and we've thrown out the channel challenge for Nick that by the next time he comes back on the channel, he's going to have an original song, at least the bones of it, right? You're going to put together something, a rhythm, an A-B part, like a bridge and a main part, and maybe some lyrics, right? And we can work on it together in between now and then if you want, online. I can try to help you with that if you want. So, yeah, you were in penitentiary at 18. Well, metalhead hippie, you got an early start on life, and there were several reasons why I could ended up in penitentiary at 18 as well. One of them being hanging out with a young woman who was below my age of 18 when I was 18. I was dating a 17-year-old, right? So isn't that like considered rape now? Which is messed up. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna end it. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Rock on. Thank you, Nick, for joining. Roxy's a rocks in a box right now. She's doing her nesting. Roxy, stick your head out. She likes to nest in a box, so she found my tissue box and she's nesting there. Roxy, I have to show her my face, otherwise it's not interesting to her. Roxy, Roxy, come on, Roxy. Okay, you want to stay there? That's fine. But I'm not gonna put you. Okay, I'll put you like that. All right. So Roxy's in the box. Hey, Fruitcake Tony's in the house. Tony, what's happening? Did you have I think you did a live stream too, right? I think you were showing off some cool sticks, some drumsticks. Anyway, we're about to end the show. Nick is getting bored with me. He's got to go. Hey, do you need some more guitar hangers on the wall, or did you get some
Nah,
stands?
I'm good on stands because I got the one on my
Okay.
wall.
All right. Because I've got some stands. You need a stand? Because I got one see this one that the Gretsch is sitting on right here? Hold on. See that one? Look over here.
Yeah.
A very simple Fender stand. So I got the Gretsch out. I'm gonna play a little Gretsch later. But and I got the telly out. So I won this telly because of Nick. So we're gonna call it. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, help me reach 300 subs, and you could win one of these pedals. By the end of the lockdown, 300 subs. I need them. Help me get there, and I'll give you one of these pedals. Not everyone a pedal, but we'll have a live stream, and then there'll be a random drawing. And then there might be more than one thing given away. We might even have a challenge question during that. For example, what was the last band that Nick saw live? Nick, what was the last band you saw live?
The Struts, yeah.
The Strokes or the Struts?
The Struts.
Okay, the Struts.
Mm-hmm.
So the last band Nick saw was the Struts. That might be a question that can help win you a pedal on the next live stream we do together. If we'll have them on for that live stream, all right? For the giveaway live stream, but we might have them on before then because the lockdown might take longer than 3 weeks or a month. So, and then the other challenge is for Nick to write an original song.
Mm-hmm.
It could be about, whatever. It could be about a particular bug that's flying through the air right now, wiping people out. I don't know. You could be angry about something or happy about something. It could be about some girl, that you're chasing around. Who knows? It could be something. It could be about Roxy. It could be a Roxy song. I have a song that I wanted to do as a community song. Tell me what you think of this idea, and we'll end on this. I had this song idea that I wrote some lyrics to and put most of the song parts in my head together, and it's called Bedroom Rocker. And it's all about what we're stuck doing right now, which is we can't go out and catch shows, we can't go out and play. But I came up with the idea way before this all happened, and so it's kind of fitting. Bedroom rocker, and it's all about I want to be a bedroom rocker rather than a musician out on the road on stage and living that hard life. Be a kid in pajamas, rocking out in your bedroom. What's better than that, right?
Yeah.
So that's a community song idea I thought would be cool to try to get the community involved on some way. I haven't figured out exactly how yet, but I thought that would be a cool idea. So, all right, you guys, we were going to end this like 15, 20 minutes ago. That's me talking and talking. But for now, Roxy and Music Therapy, Laz and Nick out. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Don't forget to get your guitar out and your amp out and your pedals out and your whatever you're out. Get it out. Play it. Enjoy it. And we'll see you next time. Until then, rock on, man. And don't forget, the secret to tone is in your... God, I always mess this up. The secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put them together and make some music. Rock on, you guys. Later. Roxy.